Dear viewers, welcome to another edition of your UNSDGs segment. But in this edition, we'll be talking about the nexus between the SDGs and the blue economy. And to discuss with me in the studio today is Mr. Ahmed Abari. He's an assistant director in the Marine Environment Management Department of NIMASA. He also heads the ballast water desk in NIMASA. Mr. Abari, you're welcome.
Thank you, viewers. It's a pleasure being here.
Yes, so in our past editions, we've been discussing sustainable development goals. But in this edition, we want to tie it with the blue economy. Now, can you tell us, at what point does UNSDG and the blue economy meet, the nexus that joins them together?
Thank you. As we all know, the SDG, that's the Sustainable Development Goals, are simply it's a blueprint, a comprehensive blueprint developed by the United Nations Assembly to ensure that to ensure economic prosperity and livelihood of all. It has like 17 goals, and each goal interrelate with one another.
Okay.
While the blue economy, as we are aware, is just the identification and the utilization of ocean resources. It has pillars like renewable energy, waste management, maritime transport, climate change, and so on. So the nexus between these two important instruments are directly linked. For instance, the SDG 14, which is life below water, directly reflects the mandate of NIMASA, which is with respect to our MAPOL implementation. We also have the blue economy, which promotes waste management in a sustainable manner, maritime transport, and also some economic activities within the oceans. So basically, taking the direct link between the blue economy and the SDG, let's look at the SDG 1, which is talks about poverty eradication. The blue economy, as we know, its major objective is to harness the ocean resources in a sustainable manner. And the key thing here that applies to both the SDG and the blue economy is sustainability.
Exactly.
And when we say sustainability, we are talking about exploration of the ocean resources for the need of the present without compromising the needs of the future generation.
Exactly.
So the SDG 1, which talks about poverty, the blue economy provide ample opportunity for economic prosperity that will support livelihood.
Okay, so Mr. Abari, hold your thought there. Let me now come into now NIMASA, as as the maritime administration in Nigeria. Now, what role is NIMASA playing to promote this blue economy in Nigeria?
Thank you. NIMASA has enormous responsibility to promote both SDG and the blue economy. For instance, talking about SDG 14, again, life below water. The NIMASA mandate with respect to protection and the preservation of the marine environment and its resources. We have instruments like the MAPOL, the London dumping, the ship recycling, oil spill, that's OPRC, and all these are instruments aimed at ensuring that our marine environment is protected. The players in the maritime industry adhere to set regulations to ensure that the marine ecosystem is protected. So NIMASA's mandate in this respect will emphasize the enforcement of its regulations, both in terms of MAPOL and even SOLAS, because we have to ensure that our marine environment is safe. We also have instruments like SPOMO, which is also promoted by NIMASA, that is suppression of piracy and other maritime offenses. Yeah. I think if you remember, the President Buhari signed this law in 2019. It gives the agency powers to convict,
to prosecute
pirates
activities
and other maritime-related this thing. We also have collaboration with the Nigerian Navy to also strengthen maritime security, because
so let me take it from there now. Yeah. You talked about collaboration, because to actualize this blue economy, right? And of course, tying it to the UNSDGs, we need collaboration and partnership. And that's what the SDG 17 talks about, partnership for the goals, right? So can you tell us NIMASA's efforts in collaborating to ensure that this blue economy, actualizes its real aim? Now that we now have a standalone ministry that, that is taking care of blue economy. Can you just explain to the public?
Yeah, the NIMASA role in this aspect is simply to encourage and promote this important aspect, noting the fact that blue economy cut across several sectors, be it energy sector, transport sector, waste management, fisheries, climate action,
agriculture, and the likes of
all this. So it cut across several sectors. The Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy coordinates this sector. And I remember recently the ministry has even launched the National Policy on Blue Economy, which is aimed at ensuring coordinated approach toward this implementation. NIMASA, as the Maritime Safety Administrator of Nigeria and IMO focal point for implementation of relevant international instruments, will ensure that stakeholders comply with relevant laws, will also ensure that collaboration both between government and private sector, including NGOs, are enhanced so that everybody will be on the same page. But most importantly is advocacy, because a lot of people have low level of ocean literacy, which they don't even know what the blue economy means.
Okay, so I would also take it up from you there. Advocacy is actually a very key aspect to understand this concept of blue economy, right? So what efforts has NIMASA put in place to ensure advocacy? Because the ocean is like the next, is the next oil to the world, right? Because of the sustainable effect it has and all the resources that are there. So what effort is NIMASA making to promote, advocacy to ensure that people understand this concept of blue economy, so they're also able to help to manage these resources?
Thank you. You see, the blue economy is coordinated holistically by the ministry. NIMASA is just one agency that is responsible for implementing the blue economy. As I've said earlier, it cut across several sectors. But in NIMASA, the effective implementation of international instruments that will protect our marine resources, as well as promotion and encouragement of investment into the maritime sector, like the shipbuilding and repair yard, the maritime transport, the renewable energy, offshore farm wheels, and several other activities like the implementation of cabotage, which we know that is an instrument that encourages and empowers indigenous shipping company to really participate in coastal shipping. NIMASA has a lot of responsibility to ensure that this regime succeeds. For instance, the CVFF fund, that is the Cabotage Vessel Financing Fund, will be disbursed to indigenous shipping companies to assist them in acquiring vessels and also development of other maritime infrastructure. If you recall, just a few weeks back, a sensitization workshop or seminar was held in Lagos by NIMASA to really create sufficient awareness for our shipping industry to really know how to access this fund. And efforts are on top gear to ensure that everybody is carried on board, and the funds will be disbursed to the relevant stakeholders that have met the conditions, because there are some conditions attached to it. Once you meet this condition, and this is carefully articulated to avoid the mistake of the past. If you recall, the Ship Acquisition and Shipbuilding Fund, which was handled by NIMASA some years back, where loans were given, soft loans were given to shipping companies, but the payment was a problem. So NIMASA is taking its time to ensure that this time around the funds are effectively utilized, disbursed, and the
properly utilized.
Repayment period are carefully articulated to ensure that people will not default in the repayment.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Abari. So now, in your final words now, what is your word for the man on the streets regarding, oceans and the sustainable effect of the oceans? What's your word for that man on the streets? How should we treat the oceans and our environments?
Thank you. My words for all of us is this blue economy offers enormous opportunity for citizens of Nigeria with regard to economic prosperity, job creation, as well as protection and preservation of marine resources. If this concept is accepted by Nigerians, implemented by government and all stakeholders, both from public and private sectors, come together to support government in this noble effort, job will be created for our people, our economy will be developed, we will attract foreign direct investment. NIMASA is doing a lot to promote investment into the sector through the shipping development, the promotion unit of the shipping development. So all that we need to do is to keep advocating, sensitize our people to know the enormous benefit that is available in this sector. And we should all support government to achieve these noble objectives.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abari. And to our listeners out there, you heard it all. It's a collective effort. Nigerians will have our part to play. The government has its part to play. The private sector has its part to play towards ensuring that we all fulfill the essence of this blue economy. Of course, towards creating more jobs for the teeming youths of Nigerians. And of course, before I leave, I'd like to also remind you, our partners out there, that Nigeria, NIMASA, will be contesting for the Category C of the IMO in the next election. Please support Nigeria to win this election. And to wrap on this segment, my name is Femi Kumuyi. I remain your host. See you next segment. Thank you.